What if I told you that soon, your thoughts could leap across the world instantly? No screens, no keyboards, just pure mind-to-mind connection. Imagine a future where your brain isn't just thinking, but transmitting, plugged into a vast, invisible web where ideas flow as effortlessly as electricity. This is not science fiction. It is the dawn of the telepathic internet, a seamless, brain-to-brain communication system that could rewrite the very fabric of human interaction. How does it work? What technologies make it possible? And what does it mean for the future of humanity? Let's pull back the curtain and reveal the hidden mechanics of this mind-expanding concept. To understand the telepathic internet, we must first decode the language of the brain. Every thought, every emotion, and every decision originates from electrical impulses and chemical signals traveling through our neural pathways. These signals create complex patterns, unique fingerprints of consciousness. But what if these neural patterns could be translated into digital signals, transmitted through a network and reconstructed inside another person's mind? This is the essence of telepathic communication, capturing, transmitting, and receiving thoughts with unprecedented precision. The process follows three key steps. Step 1. Neural signal encoding. Just like your smartphone converts voice into electromagnetic waves, our brains could translate thoughts into transmittable data. Advanced brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, devices that read neural activity, can detect these signals using ultra-sensitive electrodes or even quantum sensors. Step 2. Wireless thought transmission. Once the brain signals are digitized, they must be transmitted. Here's where things get revolutionary. Neural mesh networks. Wireless brain implants could link to the cloud, allowing instant data transfer, quantum communication. Theoretically, quantum entanglement could enable instantaneous, unhackable thought transmission across vast distances. Bioelectromagnetic fields. The brain naturally emits weak electromagnetic waves. Could we amplify and direct them like Wi-Fi signals? Step 3. Decoding and thought reconstruction. The final step is receiving and translating the transmitted thought back into neural activity. BCIs implanted in the recipient's brain would interpret the data either as words, images, emotions, or even full sensory experiences. At this point, the communication is no longer just verbal. It is direct experience sharing. How do we get from basic thoughts to a full mind-to-mind internet? Let's go deeper. Neuroscientists have discovered that the brain operates in patterns of synchronization. When two people communicate deeply, their brainwaves naturally align. This is called neural entrainment, a biological rhythm that could be artificially induced through brainwave synchronization technology. Imagine this. You think of an image. Your neural device translates it into a digital signal. Another person's device receives the signal and stimulates the exact same neurons in their brain. They see what you saw without a single word spoken. This is not theoretical. Researchers have already succeeded in basic brain-to-brain communication experiments, transmitting thoughts between individuals miles apart using BCIs. But what happens when we scale this to millions of people? The roots of the telepathic internet trace back to the pioneers of neuroscience, artificial intelligence, and quantum computing. One of the key breakthroughs came with the development of high-resolution BCIs, such as Neuralink's brain implants or optogenetic techniques that use light to control neurons. At the same time, AI-driven brain decoding algorithms began translating brain signals into coherent speech, images, and even emotions. The challenge? Precision. Unlike simple text messaging, thoughts are fluid, multidimensional, and deeply personal. Scientists had to develop machine learning systems capable of understanding context, intent, and even subconscious meaning. By combining neural interfaces with cloud-based AI processors, researchers built the foundation for a global thought network, the first iteration of the telepathic internet. The secret sauce behind telepathic communication lies in neural harmonization, teaching machines to recognize and reproduce brainwave patterns across different individuals. This required overcoming several key barriers. Noise reduction. Brain signals are messy. Filtering out irrelevant neural activity require breakthroughs in signal processing. Data compression. Thoughts are vast and complex. Encoding them efficiently, much like how video compression works, was a critical challenge. Privacy and security. If thoughts can be shared, they can also be hacked. Scientists are now exploring quantum encryption for telepathic data to ensure absolute security. What happens when this technology becomes mainstream? Consider the possibilities. Silent, instant communication. Conversations happen in seconds. No phones, no typing, just pure mind-to-mind dialogue. Skill sharing and knowledge transfer. Instead of spending years learning a language or instrument, you could download the skill directly into your brain. Collective intelligence. Entire groups of people could synchronize their thoughts, operating like a hive mind, with shared ideas and problem-solving abilities. Sensory teleportation. Want to experience what it's like to walk on Mars? Through shared neural simulations, you could feel, see, and hear another person's reality as if it were your own. As the telepathic internet evolves, it could blur the boundaries between individual consciousness and collective intelligence. Imagine a world where language is obsolete. Thoughts are transmitted instantly, transcending cultural and linguistic barriers. A post-physical reality where memories and experiences are stored digitally, even allowing for forms of digital immortality. reality. The birth of the hive civilization, where interconnected minds work in harmony, solving problems far beyond individual capabilities. Could this be the next step in human evolution? Beyond the grand visions, how would the telepathic internet change your daily life? Stronger relationships. You could truly feel what a loved one feels, deepening empathy and understanding. Enhanced creativity. Artists and innovators could collaborate by sharing raw imagination directly. Medical breakthroughs. Patients with paralysis or speech impairments could communicate effortlessly through thought alone. This technology is not just about efficiency, it's about human connection at its deepest level. But with great power comes great responsibility. The ability to share thoughts raises profound ethical concerns. Privacy. If thoughts can be transmitted, who ensures they remain private? Consent. Could someone's mind be hacked or manipulated? Identity. If thoughts and memories are stored digitally, where do you end and the network begin? These questions demand urgent discussion before this technology reshapes our society. We are standing on the threshold of a new era, one where the mind is no longer confined to the body, where communication is as natural as thought itself. The telepathic internet is not just an invention, it is the next step in human evolution. In the future, it is not something we wait for, it is something we create. The question is, are you ready to connect?